So I want to welcome you this evening to the Great Hall of the University of Technology in Sydney and to a thought-provoking discussion, we trust, about change and a new frontier for the cities and towns that we love. The Institute of Sustainable Futures, as coordinator of the Sustainable Digital Cities Network, has put together this evening's program. Now, my name's Deborah Cameron, and in a moment you're going to hear from the Vice-Chancellor of UTS, Professor Ross Milbourne. This evening's event is designed to get everyone thinking and talking. Your ideas about the digital economy, the trading in those ideas in this room will make the evening as valuable for your panel as it will be for you. Among the topics tonight, what might the future look like? What are the possibilities for high quality connectivity and networking? Who'll build it and who'll use it and who'll come? With you this evening is a panel with new and different perspectives on this topic. Dr. Tim Williams is the Chief Executive of the Committee for Sydney, and he's at the end. Martin Stewart-Weeks is the Director of Cisco Internet Business Solutions Group, who's sitting beside Dr. Williams. Sam Nicholas is closest to me. He's from the New Revenue Portfolio Manager of the GPT Group. But before we hear from them, and before Brad Krauskopf arrives, let me please introduce Professor Ross Milbourne, who is the Vice-Chancellor of UTS.
Well, thank you very much, Deborah, and it's a great pleasure to see so many people here, including some old friends I recognise, some long-standing friends I recognise in the audience, so thank you very much for coming tonight. Before we begin, I'd like to pay respect to the traditional owners of the land upon which we meet, the Gadigal and Guringai people of the Eora Nation. It's upon their ancestral lands that UTS stands, and I would like to pay my respect to the elders both past and present, recognising them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. I'd particularly like to thank in advance Deborah, Tim, Martin, Brad and Sam for coming tonight and for being part of what I hope is going to be a very stimulating presentation. This distinguished panel will be discussing the sustainable city in a broadband future. We all know that cities are increasingly at the centre of humanity's future, and the digital revolution economy, of course, is well on its way. So the intersection of those two things are something that we need to embrace to see what opportunities they can bring, both creatively and collaboratively. I'm pleased to say that UTS is in the forefront of both of those spaces. We've been engaging with industry, and it's good to see so many industry representatives here tonight. In particular, I'd like to acknowledge Catherine Kurana McManus, who's the Smarter Cities Executive from IBM, and we are working with IBM to develop an intelligent ecosystem that connects people, devices, technologies and the built environment. So UTS embarked some time ago upon a creative intelligence strategy. It began with the awarding to UTS of the Creative Intelligence Innovation Centre from the federal government about 4 years ago. But since that time, we have been experimenting with new ideas, experimenting with new ways of working, and pushed the boundaries of new technology and the boundaries of our educational programs. And that's been central to our approach. We recently hosted the state government's Digital Sydney initiative and have also spearheaded a bid for the Creative Digital Industries Precinct, along with 31 industry partners jointly led with the Commonwealth Bank. So in early July, our third series of Creative Intelligence Labs focused on redefining the meaning of work and explored teleworking on the Central Coast and teleco-working in Coffs Harbour. I'm pleased also to acknowledge Stuart White, who's here tonight, who is the Director of our Institute for Sustainable Futures, and they are hosting this network as part of tonight's event. Tonight's forum will be exploring opportunities arising from smart work centres and telework, and we look forward to hearing your lively discussion and creating new ideas, both from the panel but also from those who are going to be on Twitter feed. And speaking of which, if you are watching this on via the web, please feel free to contribute via Twitter. I noticed one of the Twitters that was up there earlier is not quite correct. He said that he was looking forward to the pre-drinks. Just in case anyone here thinks they've missed something, there were no pre-drinks. It's drinks afterwards. So I just want to assure you, you haven't missed anything. So again, I hope everyone has a really good time in listening to this debate tonight and advancing what is a very important initiative for both us and for both the City of Sydney. So again, thank you to all our speakers, and Deborah, now I'll hand back over to you. Thank you.
We have until about 6:30 for our general discussion. I love a good conversation, so I'm very much looking forward to hearing these guys speak and then opening it up to you and a big exchange between you and our guests tonight.